Hello, my name is Claire Amiot. I'm a French artist. I live and I work in Nantes. Even if I work with a diversity of materials, from textile to videos, for example, my work is part of an heritage of the Western history of textile. I explore the relationships between textiles, colors, and my environment, whether historical, geographical, or social. I question the relationships between nature and artifice by setting up global media ecosystems, whether through paintings, dyeing, textile installations, sounds, or video. Establish a dreamlike dialogue between organic and synthetic materials. I seek to reveal the flaws and suffering of our contemporary landscapes by create contemplative and immersive forms and playing with the sensuality of the material I use. I also try to take account of the climate crisis and the issues it raises in my artistical process, but also in the origin of the material I use. For example, I only work with second-hand textiles, mostly bed sheets, and I keep the colors from my direct environment by harvesting plants, or if I can't, I buy from a cooperative that grows its own dye plants. And more recently, I try to infuse these questions in my artworks and in the form I build. The project I built for this residency is based on 3 dimensions: the textiles, the people of Guimarães, and the landscapes. I am going to build a child hut with bed sheets from the inhabitants of Guimarães. In the first time, I collect bed sheets, asking to people. Then I'm actually embroidered and dye this textile. The embroidery represent some of the elements that I saw in the landscape here in the area. For example, the big eucalyptus we saw in different places of Guimarães. And for the dyeing, I will dye the different bedsheet with eucalyptus, so it's a very typical plants of Portugal. I was interested about these plants because it's also an environmental problem here in the landscape. During the residency, there were a lot of fire forests in the area, so we lived during 5 days in the smoke of the fires. It was my first experience of forest fire, and I wanted to talk about it and to express what I feel during these few days. That's why I am dyeing with eucalyptus. Then, in this child hut, I will put a sound that I made with the communities of Santa Casa da Misericordia. So I interview and I record the old people from this retirement house, talking with them about their experience of landscape, but also about their souvenir of their families and of their animals, but also of their work and the war also, because some of them went to fight in the war. This project is in between the age of child and the age of elderness. For me, touching context refers to several dimensions. So the sensitive dimensions that I express with my own experience of the landscape, but also with the memories of the old people that I keep and record. And it's also the physical dimension of touching. And for me, the way as I use the textiles and I embroider it, it's yes, the way to express this physical dimension of touch. I would like to say that it's very interesting to be here, not alone in residency, but to share this experience with other artists who are from all over the world. And it's an experience of meeting people, not only the artists, but also the different communities, and that is very interesting.